Simon,
Yeah,
what time is it?
it's Turban Tutorial 2023 time.
Woo! Good job, good job. You all have been asking for it. I've seen it in the comments. Where is Turban Tutorial 2023? And this is it. This is the one. The reason why I waited so long was actually because there's not much of a difference between 2023 and 2021. 2022, I did this like new style, which I was pretty happy with. Didn't practice enough to be like confident with, and I have more turbans that it's in the same size as this one, so it just makes it so much easier to just have this one. However, even though I don't have any new style, maybe some of you will see something that I do differently, and it's 2023, it's a new year, and you know, we have to do another turban video, so this is it. Let's go. Before we start with the Pagg, this is the Pagg, the turban that I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna like combine the Dastaar turban and Pagg so y'all know, but it's the same thing. If you have a brand new one, like I have right here, this is a new one my wife got me. You need to wash it the first time because the material is like hard and not very easy to deal with. Like you can see, it's very wrinkly and stuff like that. So basically what you do, you put it in like finger warm water and leave it there for an hour or two. And then you just take it out, let it dry. Once it's all dried up, you start with the puni. And the puni is super easy, you guys. Make sure you have a Pagg that is 4 meters long, 80 centimeters wide. That's exactly what I'm using. And if you want your turban or your Pagg or your Dastaar to look exactly like mine, then it's very important that you follow all the instructions. From the keski, from the jura even, to the keski and to the Pagg. So 4 meters, 80 centimeter wide, and then you start fold from corner to corner until you have a width just like mine, as you can see here, which is probably like 5 centimeters or so. But I have a turban ready, which is this one. And yeah, let's start with the 2023 style turban. We're gonna start from the base, which is the jura. And I like to always make my jura very loose and just at the top of my head. The reason why I like it loose is if you don't make it loose, then your hair will be all tight, and after a long day, like your head will start to hurt. And so I like to have it very loose. As you can see, just twist it like once or twice and then make a round jura at the top of your head. Then I take my kanga and I put it at the back. And I know I got a lot of questions like, why are you saying kanga? It's a kamb, but in Punjabi and for Sikhs we say kanga. And then I put it at the back, just like that. And then I start with my keski. Maybe I'm getting judgmental here, but I will say if you are a person that, you know, you start to grow your beard, you start to grow up, you start to get to the adult side, it's time to lose the patka. Like patka is okay for kids, I would say, you know. Okay, I'm not being judgy. If you want to have patka, but I would say like it's time, man. It's time to have keski on. And the good thing about keski is that when you take your Pagg off, then you still have a keski underneath. And something that I dislike very much is people that has patka and, you know, full on beard. It just doesn't look nice, and I don't wanna, again, I don't wanna step on any toes. If you're one of those, I'm sorry. It's just my opinion. Learn how to do a keski, which is very simple and actually looks good. You know, you don't see just a jura you're sticking out from the patka. So it's time to move on, and I'm gonna teach you how. Okay, so basically this is all it takes. And this one is around, so this is 1 meter right here, and about 1 meter 50 centimeters, and the width is half of a normal Dastaar. So it's just like that. So it's basically it's a Dastaar that you buy from the store, like this one right here, and then you just cut it in the middle on the length side. So not on the width, just on the length side, and you start and you just cut it. And then you have a perfectly fine keski that it's small, simple, and nice to have at home and so forth. Okay, so what you do from here is that you pinch your keski like this with your thumb and with your finger right here, and then you just like fold it once, just like that. Okay, nice little fold. And the reason why I do a fold is that if I have like a straight corner like this corner is very bad because it goes like in your skin, in your ear, and it really hurts like after a long day. And you guys with patka should know, because mostly actually when I had a patka, I folded that one too. So I did the fold like this before I put it on. But I could see other kids that didn't do that. They had like a line on their forehead and it hurts. So don't do that. Even if you have a patka, just fold it once. So just like that, and then I'm gonna fold it like that, and then I'm done. Okay, so this is my starting point. So what you do is you put it above your head at the back, almost at your neck. And now you will have one short side and one long side. And what you want to do here is take the short side. This is a bit tricky, so you need to practice this. You take the short side and put it on your forehead and press it with your fingers. And it's really important that you're pressing it, otherwise it will be loose and your keski and your pug will be loose. So keep it nice and tight, push with your fingers, while at the same time with your right hand, you're pulling so you get nice and tight. So if I make it loose here, it will be loose here as well. But if I make it tight, then it will be tight all the way. And then you take the longer side, put it on your right ear. I'm still keeping pressure with my left hand until I've gone over my lard here. Because now it's tight because this lard is going over my previous lard. So it's nice and tight. So again, if I make this loose, then it will all go. So I'm gonna keep it tight all the way, all the time. And when I'm on my second and my last lard, I can relax because it's nice and tight now. All I need to do is to hold this, support this one. So what I'm gonna do from here is all the leftovers over here from my previous lard, I'm just gonna take the last, like from the back, and take it forward like this, put it on my forehead. Now this is not important because no one will see your keski, so it doesn't matter how it looks, as long as you feel like it's supporting you and it's nice and tight. And I don't really care about anything else. Like as you can see here, so some it's not very nice, but I don't care because you won't see this. This is just the base. This is what I wear at home all the time. Like I never have a patka. This is it, and I think it looks very nice. Okay, now we start with the pagg, and I'm just gonna unfold it here and put it on my knees, on my legs here. So when you start, as you can see, I have folded my pagg. So one side is folded, one side is unfolded, obviously. So the unfolded side is gonna be on the right side for me. So if you're sitting like this, make sure that the unfolded side is on your right hand side. Okay? And then you put it and you start at the back and you put the smaller piece in your mouth, and you're gonna start with the first letter right here. I'm gonna explain how I did that. So that is my first lard. And what I did basically is that I started to find a middle point on my forehead, which is between my eyebrows. And then I cover the whole left ear on the left side. Keep this short side in your mouth always, because then it's gonna be nice and tight. Now I'm feeling that it's getting a little bit loose because I don't, but I need to talk to you guys at the same time. So this is your first lard. And what you want to do on your second is basically the same, almost the same thing, but you're gonna be a little bit down on this side and a little bit above on this side. Okay, so let me show you. You start from here, put it all the way on the back, like here, and go up. And then I'm gonna leave this much space for my first lard. And then from here, I'm gonna go on the middle point again. So I'm gonna see where I went to with my previous lard, and I'm go a little bit over on this side. So So all I did is I'm a little bit down on this side and I'm a little bit above on this side, and try to keep it the same space. So the spacing here is maybe like 1.5 centimeter, and I'm doing 1.5 centimeter on this side too. Then if you look on each side, it will be, you know, the spacing will be the same on both sides, which will look really nice. And now the third lard is exactly the same as the second one, just a little bit down on that side, leaving about 1.5 centimeters, finding the middle point here and going up on the other side 1.5 centimeters again. We continue, do the same thing with the fourth lard down here. And I always use my fingers to see, like, okay, where was my previous lard? Okay, it was here. My first one was here. And then I just feel if the spacing is good, finding the middle point here and going up 1.5 centimeters, just like that. Going to my fifth lard, doing the same thing here, feeling with my fingers, fixing any wrinkles or something like that, feeling if the spacing is good, going from the middle again, and then 1.5 centimeters. And that's it. Now we're on the last lard, and this one I'm gonna use to cover my whole right ear, and then finding the middle point again, just going above my eyebrow, finding the middle point, and then when I'm up here, I'm gonna tuck it in on my previous lard, just like that. And there we go. That's how easy this one is, and that's why I love this Pagg. It literally takes me like 3 minutes in the mornings to do that before work and school, so it's pretty quick. Now from here, I'm gonna take this one that you probably had in your mouth all time, so take it out, put it at the back like that. This part can be maybe a bit complicated, so try to follow along. What I will do now is to find my first lard, which is here, and I can see that because it's very, very obvious that this was my first lard. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull on the back side of it, so not in the front here, just in the back side. And what will happen is that this one, my first lard that I had in my mouth, will start to go up, because obviously, as you can see, like I'm pulling it, so it goes up like that. Now don't pull it too much, because then this side will go up here. We don't want that. We still want this one to be hanging at the back. From here, I'm gonna start to unfold this one, and just once, not more, because it's not necessary, as you can see, like that. So it gets double the width. And from here, I'm gonna start to spread it all out, like on the sides here, and like that. And when I feel like, okay, now it's too much, like I can't get it in, I'm gonna pull the short one again, and as you can see, this one will start to come down like that. And once I'm a bit down, I'm gonna start to pull it in, so it covers my head like that. Same on the other side. Take it out and pull it down on my previous lards. And now, hopefully, everything is covered above here. The last thing to do is take the lard at the back, and then I'm gonna bring it up like that and put it inside the lards at the back, just like that. And then any last adjustments, maybe you want to use a slide to get your hairs in on the sides or anything, but most likely your Pagg will be awesome right now, and I'm very happy with this one. That's my 2023 style, which, as I said, is not much of a difference from 2021. However, I really love this one. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Maybe you learned something new, and keep practicing. It's all about practicing. I've been doing this for such a long time, since I was like, I don't know, 8 years old. I've been having a Pagg on, and so it's a practice make perfect thing. And I've seen a lot of people sending me DMs, sending me pictures of them trying this style and they really like it and I love watching it. Like, you guys are doing great. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel as it helps me very, very much. Comment below what you think and I will see you guys in the next video.